present, residents of Harare West constituency here present. I would want to first make introductions of the dignitaries that we have here. On my left, I have Honorable Joana Mamombe, the Member of Parliament for Harare West constituency. On my far left, I also have Councillor Mtukudzi, the Councillor for Ward 16, which is Marlborough. And I am Councillor Kudzai Kadzombe, the Councillor for Ward 41, Marlborough. We are having this press conference after our residents, who gave us the mandate to represent them in Parliament and Council, have been asking questions for, and they've got demands that they want for us to raise the issues that they have, the issues that are affecting them on a daily basis. So I'll hand over to Honorable Joana to read out our press statement.
Thank you very much, Councillor Kudzai Kadzombe for Ward 41. I'll read the press statement. Statement on the deteriorating social and economic situation in Zimbabwe. We, the residents of Harare West, and our elected leadership here present, united as a community in search for urgent solutions to the current economic, social, and political meltdown, gravely concerned by the announcement on Friday, 12 January 2019, by the government of Zimbabwe to immediately hike fuel prices by close to 300% to $3.31 for petrol and $3.11 for diesel. Further concerned that while government announces price increases, the majority of ordinary people's incomes have remained unchanged in the last 2 years. Outraged that this announcement would trigger a new wave of price increase that will condemn ordinary people, the vendors that are working at Westgate shops to Mayborough shops, into abject poverty and destroy what little sources of income remained. Further outrage that even before this unjustified fuel increase, prices of basic commodities has already shot beyond the reach of many. Acknowledging our inalienable right to demonstrate and petition, to administrative justice, to human dignity, to life, to competent labor rights, to health as provided in the new Zimbabwean constitution. Maintaining that the current government suffers serious legitimacy as a result of the disputed July 2018 elections, that as long as the legitimacy question is not cured by the genuine dialogue with all critical stakeholders, Zimbabwe is slowly heading for an economic and political disaster of immense proportions. Maintaining that the path to recovery might be hinged upon social and political dialogue as opposed to opportunist and clientelist economic policies. Worried that the government of Zimbabwe, as led by Mr. Emerson Mnangagwa, remains intransigent in kickstarting genuine dialogue with all parties concerned to address the problems currently facing Zimbabwe. That while the situation remains and continues to deteriorate, the government has virtually gone silent and has not provided sound policies to address the key concerns of citizens. And we, the residents of Harare West, we are also part of the citizens. Our bone of contention is that there are widespread economic and social wars in our constituents and in the country in general that remain unresolved. That the fuel crisis, which continues to deepen, the cash crisis, water crisis from Sentosa in Ward 16 to Marlborough in Ward 41, unemployment crisis, and the general collapse in social services leading to uncollected refuse from Madokero in Ward 16 to Emerald Hill in Ward 41, poor roads from Good Hope in Ward 41 to Wesley in Ward 16, high cost of school fees, increasing levels of poverty across the constituency, and a general state of hopelessness have not concerned this government. The government 2% tax that continue to hurt the poor by increasing transactional costs. The recent announcement by the government of Zimbabwe to increase fuel prices by close to 300%. In order to respond to the crisis and register our utmost outrage, we are calling upon all Harare West residents and concerned stakeholders to a peaceful march on Thursday, the 17th of January 2019. I will repeat. In order to respond to the crisis and register our utmost outrage, we are calling upon all Harare West residents from Ward 16 to Ward 41 and concerned stakeholders to a peaceful march on Thursday, the 17th of January 2019. The march will begin at Wesley, at the venue known as Pamsasa. We will march across the constituency to Meborain shops, where the elected leadership, will give a statement. The meeting time is at 10 a.m. sharp. You are also encouraged to wear black, because we, the citizens of Harare West, we are mourning, we are sad, so we encourage our residents to be in black. In the view of the above, we thus make the following demands. Number one, the government of Zimbabwe immediately rescinds the decision to hike fuel prices by close to 300%. Number two, the government of Zimbabwe, through the Ministry of Finance, take clear measures to dollarize the economy. This must be accompanied by a robust economic policy based on wide consultations with labor, business, and citizens. Number three, the government must abandon the US dollar versus bond rate 1:1. This policy has dismally failed, and it is a cause of the current market distortions that have a negative effect on the economy. Number four, as we have previously stated, the bond note has completely failed, and the government must abandon it. We recommend that the Zimbabwe joins the Rand Monetary Union. Number five, the government must immediately review the income of civil servants, as these have been seriously eroded by inflation. Number six, the government through the RBZ must provide adequate financial resources to the city of Harare so that it is able to provide basic social services like clean water, collection of waste, and rehabilitation of roads. Number seven, ultimately, we call upon Mr. Mnangagwa to have heart and seriously consider genuine political talks with the leader of the MDC Alliance, President Advocate Nelson Chamisa. We are convinced that without these serious talks, the illegitimacy and social discohesion will hamper any efforts toward economic rebuilding. It will also hamper any international engagements. I thank you.
That's right.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Joana Mamombe. Thank you very much, Councillor Zanu-PF and all the residents present. Today, we are gathered here to make a statement to the illegitimate government of Mnangagwa. As you see here, this is the first initiative from Harare West constituency, where we are organizing ourselves locally. So we have decided to have this gathering here at Civic Center, so that we are able to inform our residents. We have heeded the plea from the residents. That's why we are gathered today. For your information, we have already we have already notified the police to have our march. So already, the Zimbabwe police, they've got our notification to hold this march. We are not seeking for a clearance, but we have notified them. So don't even mind what they will do after our notification. So ours is a generational mandate to lead. Ours is a generational mandate to claim what belongs to us. So for the meantime, I want to give time to you, the members of the media, if you have any questions, clarification, or anything to say.
Well, I've got one question to you. You are calling for a dialogue between President Mnangagwa and MDC leader Nelson Chamisa, but as far as I understand this issue, Mnangagwa has said he will not entertain Nelson Chamisa as long as he does not recognize that Mnangagwa is the legitimate president by virtue of the July 3rd elections and also the Constitutional Court ruling. How would you see this play out, the call for talks?
Thank you very much.
Another person that you might respond to later.
I just wanted to find out, you said you notified the police. I need clarity. What was their response, and what security measures are you going to take on the day that you are going to march from Wesley to Meborane, so that people are not in danger? How are you going to go about it?
Thank you very much, members of the media, for the questions. The first question on the talks between Mr. Emmerson Mnangagwa and the MDC leader. I think the dialogue is the only way forward. It is not, a lie that the elections were contested, and even the residents and the citizens of Zimbabwe, they still have concerns on the legitimacy, on the election crisis. So this is why, as leaders of Harare West, we are demanding that Mr. Mnangagwa, because he is now the president of Zimbabwe, to have genuine dialogues with the with the MDC leader, Mr. Nelson Chamisa. So what we are asking for is that Mr. Mnangagwa should be the big man and start or initiate the genuine talks between himself and the president of MDC. Then the issue of security. I think this is not the first time. We have been activists before. We have held protests, we have held demonstrations, because it's our democratic right. So we have assured, even in our statement that we have given to the police, that we are going to have maximum security. We have our own marshals who are going to be maintaining peace, because we are peaceful citizens, we are peaceful residents. This is why we have come out in open to give a press statement to say we are coming for you, we are going to march. We have not just started a march or a demonstration without announcing, but we have actually notified the police to show them that we are genuine. We are having our grievances, and we are not going to be Nicodemously marching, but we are going to be marching in the daylight. So we have our own marshals who will be maintaining peace. We don't want violence. Anyone who is going to have violence will not be part of our march. This is going to be a peaceful march, and yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much all for coming. For also to add from what the Honorable said, like we said, we have a copy of the application here. We just notified the police. This is what is required by the law. So anything else from the police, we will not entertain that, because ours is an obligation to make sure that we exercise our rights to demonstrate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any question? Any
Yeah,
question?
for interest's sake, Honorable, what are the other constituencies? What actions are they taking, or is it just this one, or it's happening everywhere else?
I'm sure we almost share the same sentiments with other constituencies. The issues of social service deliveries, the issues of economic meltdown. We share the same sentiments, but the actions might be different. As you have seen today, some constituencies have started their own initiatives. But we as Harare West, we have started our own initiative. And we also call upon those who haven't started any initiative to show their grievances to also do so, because this is the only way forward. Rome was not built on a day. It takes steps by step, step by step. We are not saying on Thursday Mnangagwa is going to resign, but it's a step that we are taking as residents to show our grievances, because it is our right. So we are encouraging other constituencies or other districts that haven't taken action to do so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the end of our press statement. God bless you. And with all the demonstrations that we'll be doing, let us remember that our party is a party of excellence. It is a peaceful party, and we do not condone violence. So, as Honorable Joana Mamombe has said, we will march peacefully. And this is our right as policymakers, as residents of Harare West. Thank you very much.
I'm worried. I'm worried. The economic situation in Zimbabwe is now getting to worse. Everything is now down, no job, no work, no money, everything. We are suffering. There's no income. Prices of goods, bread, anything, meat, everything. I have, so I'm worried. I'm very worried about the government situation. Anything, I don't say anything can come and then change the government. Anyone who can come and change government, it's okay. We are suffering. I'm worried citizen of Zimbabwe. I'm a worried citizen of Zimbabwe. I don't want war, don't peace. Should have.
Let's talk about today's Stay Away demonstration. What are your observations?
Today, Monday the 14th, I think the ZCTU, together with #ThisFlag, they have taken an initiative of a stay away or shut down Zimbabwe, which is, within the constitutional rights that are provided for in this country. So for me, what I've seen is that most people in different parts of Zimbabwe, they have heeded to the call of a shutdown. And I think it has been a success, and we want to remain resolute even to Tuesday, Wednesday, that Zimbabwe should remain shut, the shutdown should continue to Tuesday and Wednesday, because this is the only way we can put pressure to the current government. This is the only way we can express our grievances to Mr. Mnangagwa.
What are the chances for this government to listen to this kind of a demonstration, the stay away? What are the chances of them listening and calling heed to all these demands which the motherboard is demanding in behalf of its workers?
I think what is important is not how much the government is going to respond or whatsoever, but what is important is that the Zimbabweans, they're expressing their grievances. The Zimbabweans, they are ready, to demand what belongs to them. At this point in time, this is what is critical. Zimbabweans have said enough is enough. And I think at this point in time, this is what is important. So it's up to Mr. Mnangagwa. The ball is in his court. I can't answer for them. I can't answer for Mr. Mnangagwa. If he is going to respond to the citizens, if he is going to respond to the grievances by the citizens. So it's upon him to address the concerns of the citizens. So for me, I can't answer for Mr. Mnangagwa if he's going to listen to the citizens. So for me, I'm just glad that the Zimbabweans, they are fed up and they are ready to express themselves.
That's right.